morning, children, and welcome to this session of your online catechism class. So, are you eager to know who is the hero of your session today? Well, the hero of today's session is Joseph, the son of Jacob and Rachel. Jacob had 12 sons. Now, as Jacob was growing old, it was time for him to pass on the blessing. But his favorite son Joseph was a victim of the jealousy of other brothers. Once again, the bearer of the promise is saved by God from many misfortunes. Children, tell me, what do you observe in these pictures? Yes, there is a feeling of jealousy. Somebody has something better than me. I must have it. Have you ever felt greatly jealous? Think about the times you got jealous about your elders, parents, teachers, brothers, sisters, friends, other children. Do you think acting on jealous feelings will make you happy? I shall now tell you the story of Joseph and his jealous brothers. Children, watch the video now, the story of the life of Joseph.
So this is Joseph. Hey! You see, Joseph was the son of Israel and Rachel. Israel loved Joseph more than all 12 of his sons. In fact, he made Joseph a coat to show him how much he loved him. When Joseph's brothers saw this, they hated Joseph. One night, Joseph had a dream. When he awoke, Joseph told the dream to his brothers. He said, "Listen to this dream I had. We were gathering grain when suddenly my bundle of grain rose up and all of you bowed to me." This made his brothers hate Joseph even more. And they said, "You're gonna rule over us?" Then Joseph had another dream. And he told it to his brothers and his father. He said, "Listen, I had another dream. And this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." This time Israel heard the dream and rebuked Joseph, saying, "Will your mother and brothers and I actually come and bow down before you?" The brothers were even more angry when they heard the second dream. Israel, however, decided to think about what Joseph was saying. One day, Joseph's brothers were working when they saw Joseph coming to meet them. One of his brothers mocked him and said, "Here comes the dreamer. Come on now, let's kill him and throw him away to be devoured by a ferocious animal. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." One of the brothers named Reuben wanted to rescue Joseph, so he said, "Let us not take his life. Instead, throw him in the pit."
Yeah.
So when Joseph came to his brothers, they attacked him. They took the robe their father had given Joseph. They hoisted Joseph up and threw him into the well. Then they saw a group of men from Midian coming towards them. Judah thought it would be a good idea to sell Joseph to these men. So the brothers sold Joseph to the merchants for 20 shekels. The brothers then took the coat of many colors back to their father and made him believe that Joseph had been killed. Israel wept for his son whom he loved. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken as a slave to Egypt to work in the house of a man named Potiphar, for Joseph's story was only just beginning. This is Joseph,
Hey!
who was the son of Israel and Rachel.
Ah.
He was his father's favorite, so his brothers hated him
Oh.
and sold him into slavery.
Yeep.
You see, Joseph was taken to Egypt,
Ooh.
and Potiphar, one of the Pharaoh's officials, bought him for his household. God was with Joseph, and he did well in Potiphar's house.
Oh.
Potiphar saw that God made everything Joseph did a success,
Aha.
so he put Joseph in charge of his whole house.
Yeah.
And God blessed Potiphar's house because of this. Potiphar's wife saw how well Joseph was doing in the house, and she wanted to make him do bad things.
Blah.
Joseph ran away from her because he wanted nothing to do with someone who would try to make him do the wrong thing. This made Potiphar's wife angry, and she wanted to be rid of Joseph.
Huh?
So she lied and made Potiphar believe that Joseph had done the bad things that she wanted him to do. Potiphar burned with anger against Joseph and sent him to prison. While Joseph was in prison, again, he did well, and the warden soon made him responsible for all that was done there. God was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. When 2 full years had passed, Pharaoh was having unsettling dreams. Pharaoh did not understand his dreams, so he sent for Joseph.
Hey.
Pharaoh asked Joseph to tell him the meaning of his dreams. With God's help, Joseph told Pharaoh that the dreams told of what could come in the future, and he explained all the dreams to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh believed that what Joseph was saying was true. He trusted Joseph as a wise man, and he put him in charge of the land of Egypt, of Pharaoh's palace, and of all his people.
Children, we have just seen the events in the life of Joseph. At that time, some people believed that misfortune was a punishment from God. Through the story of Joseph, we are taught that God is indeed on the side of unfortunate, saving them from misery. Joseph is not angry with God, but has confidence that God is with him. God guides Joseph and grants him success. Children, we will now prepare ourselves to listen to the word of God. Take a prayerful posture and listen to the reading from the book of Genesis.
A reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 39, verse 19 to 23. Joseph's master was furious and had Joseph arrested and put in prison. But God was with Joseph and blessed him, so that the jailer was pleased with him. He put Joseph in charge of all the other prisoners. The jailer did not have to look after anything for which Joseph was responsible, because the Lord was with Joseph and made him succeed in everything he did. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
Children, why do you think Joseph was able to bear all these misfortunes? Yes, because of his trust in God. We should pray to God to make us equally calm in the face of the many problems we might have to face. Let us all now sing together the hymn, I Will Always Trust You. Children, as a recap of the story, we will now sing the Joseph song.
Let's meet Joseph, who had a coat of many colors. Joseph was also one of 12 brothers. Joseph was loved very much by his dad, but this made all of his brothers really, really mad. Yeah, really, really mad. So his brothers got together and came up with a plan to sell Joseph to a far-off land. This land was Egypt. He was made into a slave, but everyone he worked for liked how he behaved. They liked how he behaved. God was with Joseph, even in this far-off land. He works all things for good because he always has a plan. The Pharaoh ended up making Joseph second in command, and Joseph had to store food to feed the whole land. A famine came, that means there was no food to eat, and Joseph's brothers longed for wheat, meat, or a tiny treat. Yeah, a tiny treat. But Egypt was doing fine because of what Joseph had done. People everywhere came for food, even his brothers came for some. They didn't recognize who Joseph had become. It had been many years since the bad things they had done. He revealed who he was to his brothers, and they were scared of the punishment that they deserved. But Joseph forgave them instead of being mad. He said, God can make good things even out of the bad. Yeah, even out of the bad. God was with Joseph, even in this far-off land. He works all things for good because he always has a plan. God was with Joseph, even in this far-off land. He works all things for good because he always has a plan.
Children, this is your assignment for session 9. Complete the assignment and send it latest by Thursday to the given WhatsApp number. Children, in the next lesson we will see what happens to your hero Joseph when he becomes governor of Egypt. Bye children, keep trusting in God and make the best of what you have.